You won't believe what we just found, the eggnog factory. Honestly, I didn't even know it existed. Once I got inside it, I was amazed knowing all that factory processing automation. In order to know why this festive drink is so delicious, we must understand all the behind the scenes that played an important role in making all of it possible. So basically, it all begins at dairy farms where they take care of their cows very well. They keep track of their daily nutrition, hydration, and comfort. Finally, there's the milking process where all the pampering comes full circle. Modern farms use high-tech milking machines that are gentle and efficient. The fresh milk is collected and loaded into big refrigerated trucks so they can keep the entire batch of milk fresh while they zoom off to the factory. Pasteurization. It's just a fancy way of saying the milk is heated up quickly to kill off any bacteria, then cooled back down. This keeps it fresh and ready to use without messing up its flavor. Oh, and here's a little secret: factories adjust the fat in the milk to make sure every batch of eggnog is creamy but not too heavy. When it comes to taking care of hens for egg production, it's a lot more involved than you might think, especially when those eggs are destined for something as special as eggnog. Farmers make the hen's diet and comfort a top priority. Just like cows, hens also need a well-balanced meal to produce the perfect eggs. The yolk's vibrant yellow color comes from what the hens eat. Diets rich in certain plants or grains can deepen that hue, which means you get that rich festive color in your eggnog. They mostly go for free-range eggs because they'll give that creamy, rich texture we all crave. Eggnog traces its roots back to posset, a hot drink made by curdling milk with ale or wine. It was a luxurious drink often consumed by the wealthy because milk, eggs, and spices were expensive and rare commodities during medieval times. It was used both as a comfort drink on cold nights and a medicinal remedy for ailments like colds or fever. The earliest references to posset appear in English texts from the 13th century. It was often served in elaborate posset pots, showing just how much of a status symbol it was. Egg yolks are the star of the show, giving eggnog its iconic texture and flavor. In factories, they're whisked into a smooth, creamy consistency using high-speed blenders. The yolks are then carefully added to the milk cream mixture. They're going to need the sugar as their next ingredient, so I thought you must see how it's made in factories. Getting sugar from sugar beets is a bit complex because the beets have lesser sugar content compared to sugarcane, so they need different strategies to extract the sugary content from the beets. Let's say boiling those beet strips in hot water, and the rest of the process is the same. The sugar syrup will be thickened until it starts making crystals, and then put in centrifugation machines to get those white sugar crystals. I think I don't need to tell you people why and how important this step is. Also, it gives us good vibes that our food is being well taken care of while processing on a larger scale. Homogenization is what gives eggnog its signature smoothness. In this step, the mixture is forced through tiny nozzles at high pressure, breaking down the fat molecules in the milk and cream. This prevents the ingredients from separating and ensures the eggnog has a consistent texture from the first sip to the last. The smooth, rich texture of eggnog is so important that factories run samples from each batch through texture analyzers, the fancy machines that test the thickness and creaminess. Eggnog holds a deep connection to Christmas both as a festive tradition and a drink that brings people together during the holiday season. Its significance lies in its rich history, its association with warmth and celebration, and its role as a symbol of holiday indulgence. Originally, eggs were not included, but over time, eggs were added to create a thicker, richer beverage. By the 18th century, eggnog became a favorite among the wealthy, who enjoyed it with expensive ingredients like cream and sherry. America, the abundance of dairy, eggs, and rum, a cheaper alternative to European liquors, made eggnog a staple at celebrations. Its association with Christmas began here, as it was enjoyed during the winter holidays when gatherings were common and people wanted something indulgent to share. Once the eggnog is ready, it's pumped into packaging machines. These machines fill bottles with the exact amount of eggnog, seal them, and stamp them with a best by date. This incredibly creamy and delicious peanut butter is so tempting you won't be able to resist. The beast machine steps into the fields and starts shaking, loosening the peanuts from the roots and turning them inside out. After the plants are dug up, they're left to dry in the sun for a few days. Now the excess moisture is removed from the peanuts and they are ready to be picked up. Here come those bulky mechanical friends to do this job way much easier than it seems. It picks up the dried plants, separates the peanuts from other debris, and collects them in a hopper. From the last decade, China has been the largest producer of peanuts, and this strategic country usually makes a final count of around 20 million tons of peanuts every year. We have arrived at the facility where the entire peanut pile is fed into the cleaning setup. The unwanted stuff like stones, twigs, and other foreign materials are removed through pre-screening. This deshelling process is most satisfying when the machines delicately remove the outer shells of peanuts and reveal that beautiful, potential, and healthy nut we all were waiting for. Hang in there for a moment. They need to inspect manually for a quality check before they send the peanuts towards seed coating removing machines. Here, with a gentle shaking, a lot of air pressure, and proper programming, that brownish skin is removed from the peanuts. The peanuts are treated with the medium boiling process to lock their texture and flavor, and sanitize the peanuts by killing off any harmful bacteria or microorganisms by keeping the approximate boiling temperature near 121 centigrades. However, it varies from company to company. As soon as the hopper is filled with the boiled peanuts, they are immediately packed and sealed in the cans for distribution. These roasted peanuts are going to transform into something super buttery and delicious. Following a little roasting, the peanuts are cooled down to reach a temperature that is safe for handling and prevents them from becoming too hot or soggy during grinding. Those chosen peanuts take a trip towards this grinder and start revealing the smooth, buttery paste we all crave for. It keeps on grinding the peanuts until it reaches the desired smoothness, and the magic ingredients that will enhance the flavor keep on adding little by little. This whirlwind of crushing and blending turns those nuts into pure deliciousness until it's homogenization. This step is a chaos that gives way to harmony through higher pressure. The peanut butter gains its final and smooth texture. Witness this final stage where the bottles are getting filled and sealed to secure the fresh peanut butter inside the bottles. Automated machines like filling and cap sealing machines work tirelessly, ensuring each jar is brimming with creamy goodness. Each jar gets dressed up, ready to impress on the supermarket shelf. Whether spread on toast, topped over ice cream, or simply enjoyed by the spoonful, chocolate peanut butter never fails to delight the senses. Chocolate peanut butter serves the taste buds with its rich, creamy texture and harmonious blend of sweet and desired nutty flavors. Look at those different patterns those machines are creating to give us that satisfying sight. That's more like a powerhouse of protein and other essentials for muscle repair and growth. It's delicious and satisfies your hunger between meals. Those roasted peanuts are ready for a delicious chocolate coating. This chocolate coating process requires precision to ensure each peanut is evenly coated. After coating, the peanuts are left to cool and harden. Once cooled, they are carefully packaged into food-grade safe containers for distribution and sale. Have you ever tried these? Honestly, I never have. If we talk about those chilled and delightful ice creams, you all know it's pretty popular around the globe. Every day in the United States, people consume around 50 million ice cream pints. That's enough to fill more than 9 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Whether it's a hot summer day or a chilly winter evening, Americans' love for this sweet treat stays strong all year round, and why wouldn't it? Just look at how creamy, rich, and delightful. Have you ever tried these Taiwanese crackers? They are pretty familiar and loved by many, from adults to children. In addition to their delicious taste and texture, Taiwanese crackers are also celebrated for their simplicity. Made from basic ingredients, they create a magical burst of flavors inside your mouth. Also, their straightforward approach allows the natural flavors to shine through, resulting in an authentic and satisfying snacking experience. These snacks come in a range of textures from crispy and airy to dense and crunchy. In the last few years, there have been several conspiracies about their oil spraying, but I don't think it is a problem because if you dig deeper, snacking as a whole would be considered unhealthy. But after much time, a little snacking won't hurt. Do you agree? No doubt, at least their production is pretty satisfying to watch. Check out the magical power of these automated systems for juice-filling sectors where every drop counts, reducing electricity consumption. You will barely see more than a few workers working around because of the efficient automation. Goodness, talking about these bulky productions is my love language. I always fall for them. Do you? If it's a yes, we are the same, bro, so cheers to that. I want you to comment down below and let us all know whether you prefer bottled or fresh juices, and why is that? Think you had a hard time scooping out the sweet and juicy flesh from the pineapple shell? I ruined 4 large pineapples just to bring out a nice pineapple ring. Didn't waste the rest though. Surprisingly, the burger meat patties are low in carbs. A beef patty typically has none unless extras are added. These delicious burger patties are full of energy and nutrients, perfect for fueling your day in the most appealing ways you have ever imagined. Dried apricots are far healthier sweet-dried fruits that can be enjoyed on their own as a satisfying snack or added to various dishes like salads, oatmeal, trail mix, or baked goods for a natural sweetness and nutritional boost. However, it's important to consume dried apricots in moderation due to their concentrated sugar content. Strawberries are delicious, sweet, and the most consumed fruit all around the world. But the question is, how can we have them fresh throughout the year? It has become more convenient since the companies have launched canned foods. This way, we can enjoy fresh strawberries all year, even when they are not producing. So, popping open a can and getting a burst of summer in every bite, either to top on your morning yogurt or blending into a smoothie, these beautiful fruits give you a lovely vibe. Honestly, these chickens are far more taken care of here, secure and cleaned than the other local farms. Even in those large poultry facilities, they keep an eye on every chicken by using those robotic scanners, so they know every chicken is healthy, happy, and playing in the advanced barns. Plus, did you notice those eggs systematically laying on the front row? That's how their automation works. It's all being observed and monitored until the eggs safely reach these units where they will be tested for quality, etc. Here, the eggs automatically arrange for several inspections like leaker and cleaning purposes. Now comes this major egg inspector, which will approve only good eggs before they go into the disinfection chamber to remove any microorganisms or pathogens. And lastly, they are ready to come your way. No matter how some people oppose the idea of bottled juices, soft drinks, or any other processed liquids, having a limited time at breakfast, I fall for those bottled and tasty juices every time. We all know it's not a healthy activity. I mean, it hardly takes 10 to 15 minutes to extract the fresh juice. Anyway, that's not just my problem. The majority of us think of extracting fresh juices, but having a shorter time at hand, they choose convenience. Not every bottled juice is bad. Some names do a lot of effort to maintain hygiene and stay out of preservatives when it comes to the fruit juices. So go for them, I will say. Unless you have figured out what's best for you and it's not ruining your health, it's all good. I'm glad we made it out successfully, most importantly together. And please take good care of yourselves for us. You are precious. Today we're going to get into the world of sweetness you might crave at any moment. Yes, it's none other than a candy, the most accessible and a quick turnaround for little sweet.